In Paris, there is a pastry chef named Pierre Hermé, and he has been called the Picasso of pastry. He has 11 namesake boutiques throughout the city. And at any one of these boutiques, as you walk through the sliding glass door, you will notice the main display case is a long, single-layer, glass-fronted case filled with the most exquisite pastries you've ever seen. These ganache-covered domes of the moistest chocolate cake, the smoothest chocolate mousse, and the most buttery salted caramel. At the other end of the case are his macaroons, which in my opinion are the best in the city. Definitely better than lingerie. And he has really interesting flavors like fig and foie gras, olive oil and mandarin orange, and my personal favorite, rose. But if you are so lucky as to be at only one of the 2 shops in which he carries his pastries, and if you're there early enough in the day, you might get the chance to try what I consider to be the best pastry in the world. And it is the Croissant Ispahan. It's got kind of a funny name, but from the outside it looks mostly like you would expect a really good croissant to look. It's got that standard oval shape, and it's puffed up like a little pillow. And you can tell that those hundreds of layers of puffed pastry have been rolled together and baked until it puffs up and gets this nice golden brown on the outside. But the first hint that it is not a normal croissant is that the top is drizzled with a rose water glaze. And there are dehydrated raspberry pieces sprinkled across it. But it's not until you bite into it that you get to the coup d'etat. Because at the bottom of this croissant, hidden inside all those glutinous, buttery, fabulous layers of puff pastry, is a rose and almond paste topped with a raspberry lychee jam. And when you take a bite of this thing, it is a party in your mouth. It is a pastry that I have planned days around to go get when I'm in Paris, literally planning a 45-minute walk from the hotel to get to one of these 2 shops to make sure I am there early enough that they have not sold out, because they don't make very many. And I have carried that pastry for another 15 minutes to go sit next to the Seine on one of the benches overlooking the Musée d'Orsay and the Seine River to indulge in every last crumb of this incredible pastry. I am not kidding. It is pastry perfection. And I have sent friends and friends of friends to this shop to buy this pastry. And the funny thing is they all go. Anytime I tell somebody about this pastry, they go. Because anybody who knows me, or knows someone who knows me, knows that I love food. It is, no offense to my husband, the love of my life. I love food more than anything else I have known, at least for longer. I love my husband more now, but I have loved food for longer. And I don't mean that I love eating. I think when a lot of people say that they love food, what they actually mean is they love eating. But I love everything about food. I like deciding what I'm going to eat. I like buying it. I like cooking it. I like sharing it. I like everything about food. And as a registered dietitian, I love what it does in the body. I love that you can eat food and it will create red blood cells, and it can strengthen your bones, and it can make your hair grow. I love that your body will turn it into energy, to exercise, to think, to breathe, to live. I love that food helps us understand a place and a people when we go visit. I love, especially on days like today, that food can be used to comfort us or to celebrate, depending on which side you feel about the election from yesterday. And I love that food can be used very literally to change the way our bodies function and the way our bodies feel. It is incredible. My mission in life, once I realized how much I love food and what my strengths are as it relates to taking technical concepts and explaining them in terms that everybody can understand, and realizing that I love to solve problems, especially using food. I became a dietitian so that I could give people the tools and the information that they need to use the power of food to their advantage, to use food to feed the intention that they have for living an incredible, healthy, vibrant life. So for as long as I'm able, for the rest of my life, I intend to share my love of food with other people and hopefully bring other people on board so that food can become the loves of their lives as well. Thank you.